This is Michael from Coin Collecting and Detecting. Today I'm going to be going through some $20 paper banknotes that I picked up today, and I'm going to be using the Renniks Australian Coin and Banknote Values book. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you how I value the notes and how to look them up. So Renniks Australian Coin and Banknote Values book, great book, and you can use this code if you're interested in anything to do with Renniks. 10% off if you use 10CCD in the checkout. So 10% off any products through the Renniks website. So you can go through the link in my bio. The link in my bio goes to my link tree, and you can go straight across to the Renniks website, and they've got heaps of stuff to do with coin and banknote collecting, storage folders, little 2x2 cardboard holders, books like this, error books, this book here. There's a new edition coming out, and you can pre-order the book there as well. So that's one of the links I've got in my link tree as well. But you get 10% off if you use this code 10CCD in the checkout off anything that you buy there. So CCD is Coin Collecting and Detecting. So but anyway, I'm going to check through these $20 notes that I've got here that I picked up today, and show you how I go about it. So first of all, I'll flick across to the decimal notes section of the book, and then you've got to flick across to the right page. So let's check this one out here. So there's two sort of sections to these notes, and sorry if the light's a little bit glary. Hey, appreciate that, Spectrum. So there's lots of different sections here. So you become a bit more familiar with it. I'm just going to, in my mind, think about how to sort of explain this, because in my mind I know straight away what these signatures are. That I know that that's a Fraser-Higgins note, and then I can go straight to the Fraser-Higgins section of the book. It says Fraser-Higgins, and I know that they're 1989 notes, and then I need to check to see if they're first or last prefix letters here. So if it's a first prefix note, they'll be worth a lot more. So $85 in poor condition, all the way up to $475 in perfect condition if you've got a first prefix note. And the prefix letters are before the serial number, so they're the prefix letters there. So if it's an EYE, unfortunately this one's not EYE, but also last signature prefix notes, which means it's the last run of that particular year. RKB, so you look for that last as well, and unfortunately it's not an RKB either. So that just means that it fits into this first category of values across the top here. So it's a Fraser-Higgins, so in fair condition $30, all the way up to $150 in perfect condition, in uncirculated condition. So, but if you're not too familiar with the notes, if you go, oh geez, I don't know what that signature is, what names they are, there's a section in this book that shows you that. I appreciate the rose there, BJ. So it's before the banknotes section, or the $1 notes, on the page before that, and it's got a section here on the signature identification chart. So you look at the signatures, and it tells you which one is which. So if I grab this note here, we're looking for that particular signature there. So you come down and you can see that just below. So we're trying to hold both of them. So you can see that is that, and that's a Fraser. And then we're looking for this one here, that squiggly C sort of one. So it looks like that, and that's a Higgins. So we know this is a Fraser-Higgins note, and that's when you can go across to the particular part of the book that has all of the $20 notes, and you try and find Fraser-Higgins, and that's where this section is here. And then the second part to it is to work out the condition of your note, so that there's 5 different condition gradings in this book. So back on that same page where it's got the signature identification chart, it's also got a banknote condition grading description. So it tells you how to sort of grade it, I suppose, or what the definition of a particular grading is. So fine is F, and it means a well-circulated note showing many folds and creases, or wrinkling, but not excessively dirty. Colour's fairly clear. Okay. Then it goes up to very fine, a circulated note showing folds and some signs of wear. Paper reasonably clean and crisp. And it keeps on going up. Extremely fine, a pleasant-looking note with evidence of light handling. May have up to 3 light vertical folds or 1 heavy vertical fold. May include slight edge wear, corner rounding, or pinholes. Pinholes should be noted in any description of a note. pinholes do not change the grade of the note, although they do affect the value and appearance of a note. And then about uncirculated, and then up to uncirculated. So uncirculated condition is a perfect note in brand new flat condition, paper crisp with original natural sheen without discoloration. So what I would have to do is I look at the notes and I go, look, these ones have got a fair few creases, they've been folded. I'd have to check them fairly closely to see if there's any tears on the edges. There's might be a little bit of a very faint one there. The colours are fairly clear. There's no real dirt marks on this note or anything like that. But because it has got a fair few little creasy type sort of things to it, it's going to be in this lower sort of section here. So I'll see if it fits into very fine. A circulated note showing folds and some signs of wear. Paper reasonably clean and crisp. Yeah, so it's probably on the borderline of very fine to fine. A well-circulated note showing many folds and creases. Probably more that first one, the fine section there. Then I go back and I check out the values for a fine Fraser Higgins, about $30. So if it's sort of between one of those condition grains, you go, oh look, I sort of feel like it could sort of fit in between. You sort of choose a price in between there. You might go, oh look, I might list it for $35 if you're looking at selling it. So you don't have to stick to what's in this book here. You choose your own prices if you're going to list your own sort of things. But this is a really good guide as to what to go with. But yeah, so if I came back, I didn't read one of those descriptions, which was about uncirculated. So an almost perfect note, except for handling marks and very minor imperfections, may have one very light banker's fold or teller corner counting flicks. So that's when you've got a note that, yeah, it might be sort of like a rounded fold in the middle, but just one of those. But everything else looks really flat and clean. But sometimes when they're counting the notes, they got the whole lot and they're just like flicking them like this, so you can get just little creasy type things up in the corner here where you can sort of tell that it's been flicked. Might just have like a little crease. So that if it's got that as well as just one sort of one very light banker's fold, then it fits in this about uncirculated condition. Thanks, Gabriel. Yeah, so I'll just come back across. Yeah, so in about uncirculated condition for, that's on the page prior. We're looking at the Fraser Higgins notes here. About $95 if you come across one in that sort of condition grading. But I'll have a look at all of the ones I've got here. Appreciate the roses there, guys. All right, so I've got 1, 2 Fraser Higgins, 3. Yeah, and then the other ones are a different signature combination. So I'll have a look at the gradings of these sorts of notes. Probably a fair grading for that one there. This one, yeah, it's got a few creases through the middle there. Yeah, probably fair. Yeah, a little bit dirty on the edges there too. Probably that fair sort of grading too. And probably fair as well there. Also worthwhile checking the serial number to see if there's any interesting combinations. Like it might have 3 numbers in a row. So that might grab someone's interest if it does have something like that. Whereas these serial numbers haven't got anything that's really jumping out as something interesting as a number from a number perspective there. And then absolutely love your content, mate. Thank you. Appreciate that. Very, very interesting. Appreciate that. Sorry if I haven't sort of looked at your comments as much. I've been sort of focused on the notes and everything. Are you opening any coins tonight? No, not any coins tonight. I'm on a little bit of a road trip trying to source some paper banknotes like this and also 1 and 2 cent coins. So picked up $30 worth of 1 and 2 cent coins today, and I picked up these paper banknotes. So I've got another day of the road trip to complete tomorrow to try and locate some more of these and also the copper coins as well. But yeah, I didn't bring any coins along, although a bit of a bonus today. I found a $2 coin as I was about to cross the road in one of the locations I was at. So found this on the road there, and guess what? It's a HH coin. So I'm rich, but no, not really. So 1988 $2 coin, but that's one coin. But another coin that was passed on to me, it's a 2 cent euro coin from today. Someone passed it on to me, so there we go. It's pretty cool. So that's all the coins I've got, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. But and then I've just got these other $20 notes. These ones are Fraser Cole notes. So we'll go have a look at the Fraser Cole and see what the prices are looking like. in the Renniks Australian Coin and Banknote Values book. So Fraser Cole and 1991 notes, Fraser Cole. And then we're looking for this first prefix of RHG or last prefix of ABQ. And I did have a bit of a look a bit earlier on because I was pretty keen to see if there was a first or last prefix on these notes, but there wasn't, unfortunately. So they're all the serial numbers of the notes that I picked up today. And they're not a first or last prefix. But we'll see if there's any interesting numbers in there. Oh, let's see that one there. It's got 4 fours in it, 4 fours there. So that's pretty cool. That might grab someone's interest. If someone likes fours, if I listed that, I might list it a little bit higher than what the book value of it is, just as in that it's an interesting serial number. And someone who likes collecting, good runs of numbers, then they might buy that on that pretext. So let's check this one out. Let's check out the conditions of these ones. Some of these ones are in a little bit better condition. So yeah, it's got a bit of creasing through it. Got that center fold. Yeah, probably around that. Fair may be very fine. That one there. The colours were really crisp on that one. Similar sort of thing on that one there too. Yeah, this one's got a fair bit of creasing, so probably just that fair rating on these ones. And so the prices on the Fraser Coles, about $25, a little bit less than the Fraser Higgins. About $25 in fair. And then it jumps up to $33 in very fine. And the last one I've got here is probably... Oh, it does have a bit of creasing on it as well, but the colours are quite clear on that one too. So yeah, probably most of those ones are in this sort of range here, that $25 to $33 range. I appreciate that, Katie. That's cool. Thanks for the roses. Yeah. So so this book here, awesome book, and they're about to bring out the new edition of the book. It's got the pink cover, so it's only a couple of weeks off, I think. So super excited about that. So just a reminder that if you want 10% off anything to do with Renniks, the books, I've got the links through my bio to go straight across to their website where you can pre-purchase the book, so you get it sent straight out, fresh, as soon as it's available. You get 10% off if you use that code, that 10CCD. So cool. Look, I'll have a look at a few questions and comments and stuff like that, and then I'll see if I can answer things as we're going. What's the book called you are reading from? Yeah, so just this one here, Renniks Australian Coin and Banknote Values. So it's got heaps of information. Like, it'll take me a long time to go through everything, but it's got pre-decimal coins, circulating coins, like what coins you can expect. But the Mint makes lots of different interesting coins too. So these are all 20-cent coins and non-circulating coins. Some really interesting designs in there, and it has some of the prices, mainly the uncirculated values of some of those coins. You can see some of them up to $40, $90, $60. So depending on which coin it is, but there's lots of different designs that they've made over the years for different, just for collectors, not for circulation. But and this book sort of highlights all sorts of coins to do with Australian coin collecting, but also circulation as well. So 50-cent coins. Yeah, this book got heaps of information. And then it gets into the notes a little bit later on, the pre-decimal notes. It also has gold coins and pre-decimal coins, and yeah, it starts to get into the pre-decimal notes that were in Australia before $1 and $2 notes of the pound and the shilling notes and things like that. And then you start to get into the stuff that I'm sort of interested in, because you can sort of source some of these things, these old Australian paper bank notes. So I'm interested in this. So I've got a bit of a strategy on how to source these, and that's what I'm doing on my little road trip at the moment. But I'm trying to source the $1 notes, $2 notes, $5 notes, $10 notes. Those old $10 notes, those ones there. Ooh, I love finding these ones too. These 1988, the first plastic polymer notes. They're awesome. I love those. My last little trip, I picked up 4 of those actually. So that was pretty cool. Really happy with that. And then gets onto the $50 notes. Pineapples, some people call them. And then the $100 notes. These were the paper $100 notes. And then it goes into the sorts of notes that most people are familiar with these days. But it also has some error notes and stuff like that in the back, and some concepts of notes that they were looking at sort of doing and things like that. So it's a really cool book, and the updated version of this book, because this is edition 30, and there's an edition 31 coming out in just a couple of weeks. So it will have some newer information, maybe some updated prices and things like that. So yeah, if you're interested, where can you find the book? Through the link in my bio. You go to my bio link, it goes to my link tree, and then I've got this book as a link. So it links through to the one that's the new edition that's coming out in just a couple of weeks. So you can pre-purchase it from Renniks. I don't think you can actually get this copy anymore, this edition, because the new edition is coming out in just a couple of weeks. So, but yeah, if you go through the link in my bio, it has this book, Renniks Australian Coin and Banknote Values. You can get 10% off if you use that code. If you want to go across and snaffle yourself a copy of it. And yeah, it's a really cool book. It's one that I use. This is the book I probably use the most of out of all my resources. There's another Renniks book called Errors, and I've got that through the link in my bio too, that I refer to a bit to do with error coins. So if I'm not sure about errors, then I'll go to that error book and I'll check it out. So that's another one I use a lot too. All right, I'll have a look at a few comments here. What's the $2 firefighter coin worth? I'll actually just grab my list so I can just answer some of those questions. All right, so the firefighters. Let me see if I can find the firefighters. Oh, I've got my lists in sort of different spots, so I'll just... All right, the firefighters, $4.50 to $8 is some recent selling prices. 1.6 million of those minted. No to fear. Fully sick is here. Fully sick. Nice, you're back. Please look at Q&A. How much is a spew roo coin going for? I have one with a big spew spot. I haven't looked at the recent prices on those spew roos, but geez, I'd probably say anywhere from about $5 to maybe $15 or something like that. Yeah, that's probably my sort of take on it there. Can you do more TikTok on notes, please? Yeah, I love notes. I love the paper notes. I sort of wonder if people are interested in them as much as what I am, but people are sort of pretty keen on the coins, and as I am too. But you don't come across the notes as much, or especially these notes anyway, because they're not in circulation anymore. As in, you don't see these ones as much. These are the old paper notes. But I probably should start to get into a bit of the polymer notes too. And I was actually thinking about making some lists of the rare banknotes to keep an eye out for, the serial numbers, because some can be worth a lot of money. Like there was one that I'd sort of seen on a video. It was a $20 note, a fairly recent $20 note. They were selling for like $900, like one $20 note for $900. So yeah, I've been thinking I might sort of make some lists of some of those rare notes, and just every now and then, grab your wallet out, have a check to see if you've got one of those rare ones. You might be sitting on a few $100s just on a $10 note or something like that. So that's something I might do. I have so many of the paper notes, so this is very interesting. Yeah, the paper notes are cool. I love the paper notes. So yeah, definitely grab this book. If you've got the old paper notes, because some of them can be worth a lot of money. Like I picked up some $50 notes, and some of them they're in really good condition. One of them was in perfect condition, and I looked it up, and it was worth $600. So I picked it up for $50. I'll see if I can find the actual listing of it. Yeah, and a few of the other ones were worth about $300 in the day that I picked them up. So I'll see. It was one of them was in uncirculated condition. So I'm looking for the prices that are around the 600. So it might have been that. Yeah, there's one that was $600 in value. That looks like it's a... Yeah, it might have even been that one there. So the $600 value right next to my finger. And then I had a few of these ones too. It just had like a slight center fold. So some other $50 notes are worth $365. And I've picked up a $1 note that I bought for $1, and it was a first prefix note. And that, like, I sold that for $285 or $280, and it sold within about 10 minutes. Like someone snapped it up. Because it was a first prefix, meaning the letters were the first run of that particular note. So, yeah, some notes can be worth a lot of money. So grabbing this book, through the link in my bio, If you're interested in getting the book, yeah, this book's sort of written as one of the tabs. So click on that, it goes straight through to their website, and then you can sort of pre-purchase it there, and you can get 10% off if you use that code 10CCD when you're in the checkout, in the coupon section of the checkout. So, yeah, definitely do that. Is it 2021 Captain Feathersword coin worth anything? Oh, they can sell for between about $3 and $6. Yeah, some will sell on eBay, but a bit of a tough sell if you're looking at selling them. But, yeah, some can sell. How many uncirculated notes you got, mate? Not a great deal. I don't know. I've got a lot of them at home, in folders and things like that. But I don't know the number of them. But it's pretty hard to get them in uncirculated condition because that like no creases or folds or anything on them, so they're just like perfect. What's a Phillips Randall $1 star note? We'll go to that. We'll check that out. All right, so we're looking at, we've got Phillips Randall here, and you're looking at a star note. Yeah, so these are the star notes mid-range. Well, there's a first star prefix. So these are all the prices for a star note Phillips Randall, up to $4,750 in perfect condition. But they're all the values, depending on the condition of the note. The condition gradings are at the top. Yeah, so they're pretty high values. My note is in bad condition though. Yeah, so the poorer conditions, this sort of column here. So these values sort of through here. And if it fits this description. So there would be conditions that are a little bit less than this. So a well-circulated note showing many folds and creases or wrinkling, but not excessively dirty. So if your note's really dirty, then it's probably a little bit less valued than what's a fine grading. And if it's got big tears through it as well, it'll be less than a fine grading too. So even though these values are here, or over here, for F, so if you had one of these notes, it might be less than that because it might be really dirty or it might have a big rip through it as well. So keep that in mind. Yeah. Is a 2001 Year of Volunteers coin worth anything? Is that a $1 coin or is it a 20-cent coin? It's a few different ones. If it's the Volunteers $1 coin, $1.50 to $20. That's some recent selling prices. What is a 2012 Poppy without colour worth? Yeah, yep. 2012 Gold Poppy, $5 to $35. There's some recent selling prices on those. Yeah, yours has a little tear in it. Yeah, yep. Is a sixpence worth anything? Yeah, they will be. Just not a great deal. A few dollars, probably, depending on the year and how the condition of the coin. Condition plays a huge part in values. So I'd probably say about $4 or so, $4 or $5 if it's sort of average condition. When the Queen passes, will the old coins become rare from, say, 2020? Good question. I don't really know. I'm not too sure what will happen. When that all goes down and what will be on the coins from there on. But probably Prince Charles. What does crisp mean in the notes? Good question. Let's go back to the descriptions. If you've got a note and it's just like really fresh, as in it hasn't got the crease, it's not sort of rounded. If you've got a note and it sort of feels that has that sort of rounding, as though, if you've got really fresh paper, you've got a new sheet of paper, like it's quite a thick card, it's really crisp. It's a bit hard to sort of describe, I suppose, but it's just sort of like it's really firm, I suppose, firm to the hold. Hello from Ocean Grove, Archie Hunt. I'm actually not in Ocean Grove tonight, so yeah, g'day. I'm on a bit of a road trip, so I'm down the coast. I'm on a bit of a trip to try and source some more of these paper notes. I'm out and about and trying to get some coins and notes and stuff like that. So on the road, it's good fun. Can you please answer the questions raised in the box? Where's the box? I'm not sure where that is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know all the details with these lives. So I'm come across to here, and is there a questions box? Is there? I'm just having a look through this here. I can't see a questions box. Where's the box? Interact. I'll click on that. How am I doing here? Questions and answers. Here we go. learning something new every day. Where can you go to value an extensive collection? Good question there, Capo. Downey's Collectibles. If you've got an extensive collection and you're looking at selling it at, say, at auction, then probably go to Downey's Collectibles. And what they'll do is they'll get your whole collection and they'll go through and grade every single thing you've got, and they'll list it and they'll categorize it and they'll list it at auction. And the things will sell. It's about 15. It's roughly 15% that you'll pay, and that's somewhat similar to eBay. And if it doesn't sell at that auction, they'll put it in the next auction. Some things in the next auction, if those things don't sell, and if they don't sell in that next auction, they'll just return it to you. So you can do that. That's probably the best suggestion I'd have for you. Yeah. So, but that's only if you're sort of interested in actually having them sell it, because it takes a long time to go through and value everything properly. So if people are just going in with huge collections saying, "I can just tell me how much all of this stuff is worth," and then they just walk away with it, then it's using a lot of their time up. So, but if you're looking at actually selling your full collection, then I'd probably suggest Downey's Collectibles. What got you into coin collecting? Just the interest in the values. A bit like probably most people are sort of interested in some of the content I put out, that some coins are worth a lot more than just the face value of the coin, and that's what got me started. Next question. I collect notes. Awesome. Yeah. Can you do more TikToks on notes, please? Yes, for sure. How much is a 1966 50-cent circle? $15 to $26, those round 50-cent coins. Tasmania, is that worth anything? Are you talking about the 20-cent coin or the 50-cent coin? Yeah, they are worth a little bit more, for sure. Those 2001 Tasmanian 20-cent and 50-cent coins, for sure. I have a 50-cent piece, 1998, and it has two men. Yeah, they're pretty common, those ones. Yeah, pretty common. So unfortunately not worth that much, no. How much is a 1926 1/2 penny in good condition? I don't know off the top of my head on that one. So I'd probably just suggest jumping on eBay and searching that one up, and then filtering the search to sold items to see what they've been selling for. All right, I've answered a few of these. Indents, is it worth anything? You're talking about on a coin or on a note? I'm not too sure. I've got a Millennium 50-cent piece and I don't have indents. Yeah, they're really common. Those Millennium 50-cent coins, I made a lot of those. This is cool. I didn't know about this questions Q&A section, so I'm not seeing any of the new sort of comments and stuff coming through because I'm just looking at the Q&A section at the moment. Hi, so I have two questions. Oh, how do you look at two questions? All right, what is your favorite? Oh, if I click on it, does it pull it up on the screen and then people can see it? Let's have a look here. So if I click on that, oh yeah, it puts it up on the screen. There you go. Oh, I should have been doing that with every question I was answering then, so that people could see. Yeah. Anyway, back to the live sort of stream and all the comments coming through. Are you opening any? No, unfortunately, not opening any coins today. I've just been going through some of these paper notes that I picked up today, just looking at the values of some of these paper notes in the book and using the Renniks book to have a look at some values and things like that in there. Were you at the Twist Lighthouse? I'm not sure if it was around the Twist or not, this one that I was at today, but I'll be it might have been. Yeah, it was cool though. It's cool lighthouse. It's the first time I've been to this particular one that I went to today. Hello everyone. Rory, hi Michael, g'day. Highest paying $2 note. Let's check that out. Highest paying $2 note. So we go to the $2 note section. What's it called on? All right, it's probably going to be this one here, $11,750. And it's a last star prefix ZFK note. So it's got a star in it. It's a 1967 note. Either a first star prefix or a last star prefix have the same values, $11,750. So that's the most expensive. I've never seen $20 notes like that. Yeah, these are the older $20 notes. They're paper. So, and they produced these. I'll get the book and I'll show exactly. So they started producing these in 1966. And they produced them through to, I think it was 1991 or 1993 was the last year that they produced these. paper notes. Yeah, so it's got Sir Charles Kingsford Smith on the front here, and another, I can't remember the name of this person off the top of my head. They're the old Australian paper banknotes, so they're pretty cool. Whereabouts are you from? I'm from Ocean Grove, Victoria, but I'm actually on the road at the moment, so I'm not in Ocean Grove at the moment. I'm a little trip away, but back home tomorrow. My pop gave me a bucket of Australian 1 and 2 cent coins. Not sure if they're worth anything though. Some are worth a lot of money. So depends on the year. 1968 1 cent coins about $7 to $13, and the 1969 2 cent coins about $8.50 to $25. There's some sale prices on those. But you can sell them in sets. I sell them in sets, and between about $20 and $20 or $30 for a set of coins, like one from each year. And you can sell bulk lots of the 1 and 2 cent coins. People use them for craft projects and arts, and also for their own collections and stuff like that. So there's plenty of things that you can do. If you've got a whole lot of them and you're looking at moving them on, you can sell them in a number of different ways, and you can make a lot of money out of them actually. So yeah. Can you give a few valuable dates on 50 cents? Ooh. Oh, the incused flag. It's an error coin. I haven't got that. Year 2000 Millennium incused flags. They can be worth a lot of money, but I sort of need to show you a picture of what to look for on those particular ones. But 1985 50 cent coin, 1993 50 cent coin. They're both low mintage, both 1 million mintage. This is off the top of my head. And there's some really rare ones too that can have the Queen's head on both sides. They can go for thousands of dollars. So yeah, there's plenty of things to look for, and I've got lists through the link in my bio if you're interested. There's tons of different 50 cent coins that are worth a lot more than face value. Are you opening coin rolls today? No, not today, unfortunately. No, just looking through some banknotes in this book. Just going through some of these banknotes that I picked up today and just having a look through these and the values of those. So I was pretty much just doing that. I did have one coin that I found today, a $2 coin. It's a HH. But that was the only coin I've pretty much got today. Yeah. Whereabouts are you from? Ocean Grove, Victoria. I answered that one before, didn't I? Yeah, cool. How about a $2 star note? Worth much? Yeah, I did that one just before, actually. Is the Aboriginal flag $2 coin worth anything extra? Yeah, they are. They're worth about $4 to $8 or something like that. So someone asked about a $2 star note. So you can have star notes in different years. So a star note is one that a note was damaged and they replaced it with another note and they put a star next to the serial number. I'll see if they've got an example in the book here. I can't see an example just there, but there's lots of there's star notes in the 1966 $2 notes. There, first star prefix, last star prefix in 1967. Star, mid-range, first star prefix. So there's stars in lots of these earlier notes that they would replace them and put stars on the notes, whereas the later notes, I don't think they did that as much. So what about the $20 note Commonwealth? Let's check that out. Good question. So these are the Commonwealth notes here. They've got the Commonwealth of Australia. These were the earlier notes, whereas the later notes just have Australia across the top. Yeah, so the Commonwealth of Australia are a little bit more prized, I suppose, because they are a little bit older. So all of these notes here have the Commonwealth on them. And then over the page, all of these ones, yeah, Australia from then on. So from 1974 onwards, it's just Australia on the notes. Can you name some rare 1 and 2 cent coin years? Yeah, 1968 1 and 2 cent coins are some rare years, and 1969 2 cent coins. That's the rarest 2 cent coin. So the 1968 1 cent coin, that's the rarest year, and then the 1969 2 cent coin and the 1968 2 cent coin is the second rarest year. So they're a few of the ones to look for. Just ordered my Renniks. Thanks for the discount. No worries. That's cool. So it worked. Did it? Cool. Awesome. Yeah, a few people have been buying it. So good suggestion there. So you can get 10% off Renniks. This is that Renniks book that I talk about. The new edition's coming out in a couple of weeks. And through the link in my bio, you can go across and you can check out, and you can actually buy the book, pre-order it, so it gets sent straight out to you once it comes in. And you get 10% off if you use this code in the checkout coupon 10CCD. And you get 10% off anything at Renniks. They've got heaps of stuff to do with coin and banknote collecting. But this book's really cool. It's a really good book. So, yeah, you just use that code CCD for coin collecting and detecting in the checkout coupon sort of section. So I'm glad that really worked for someone who just jumped across and bought it just now. So that's cool. How much is an Aboriginal flag $2 coin? Probably about $4 to $8. I haven't got the list right in front of me. I might have it here. Aboriginal flag, $5 to $10. Actually, $5 to $10. There we go. How much is a 1969 2-cent worth? I think they're about $4 to $8 with some selling prices on those. Yeah. The 1969 2-cent coin was $8.50 to $25, I think it was. Yeah. Because that's the rarest year. But the 68s are about the $4 to $8. Yep. Cool. All right then. Well, I might sort of wrap things up there. Yeah, so it's cool to do something a little bit different tonight. Looking at the book and looking at some notes that I picked up today that I want to go through and have a bit of a look at. Yeah, but also I wanted to share that too about you get 10% off at Renniks, and you also get 20% off with I use this stand that holds my phone that I can film all my content with. And it's a really good brand. It's Archon. And through the link in my bio too, like you can get 20% off. They give me a 20% off discount thing. So I've got a link through their website, the stand that I use. It's a good quality stand. They cost a little bit, but you get 20% off if you go through the link in my bio and put in the code that's in there. Yeah, so if you're interested in sort of creating a bit of content, then this is the brand I use. So that's through the link in my bio. It's the Archon phone mount that I use. But yeah. Can I ask one more thing, please? Yeah, go for it before I head off. Cheers, Michael. Enjoy the road trip. Thank you. Appreciate that one. Whiz bang quiz. Thanks a lot. No worries. Have you got any B$2 coins? No, I haven't got any B$2 coins, Archer Hunt. No. Yeah. So Caleb wanted to ask me a question. One more thing, Caleb. I know it takes a little bit of time to write this stuff, so I asked it earlier. If you scroll up, please. Am I going to go on a hunt here for Caleb? I've got a perfect 1977 Jubilee 50-cent coin. Is it worth anything? Just see if my 50-cent coin list is handy. Some of them can sell for a lot of money, especially if they're in good condition, like it sounds like yours is. So I'll just grab my 50-cent list that's got that. Bear with me, I'm getting there. Here we go, 1977. $1.50 to $20 are some recent selling prices on those Silver Jubilees. So if yours is in perfect condition, potentially sell up around that $20 mark. So that's pretty cool. High mintage those coins, 25 million mintage, which is a lot, but it's a cool design and yeah, creates a little bit of interest. So yeah, $20. There you go. It's pretty cool. All right. Just check out one or two more questions. Thanks, mate. No worries, Caleb. Cool. All right, then. Well, I might sort of head off now. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great night. And stay tuned for some more content. I'll be back on with probably a live tomorrow night if I'm not too tired after a big day tomorrow on the road. But yeah, stay tuned for some more content. Cool. Have a good one. See ya.